down at the shop working on the charger. It seems like I'm doing that every Sunday. I just came down here because I sprayed some primer on the roof. By now I thought the roof would be complete, but it is finally straight. It was pretty straight, but there was a few things that I wanted to change on it. So I ended up doing that over the weekend, which I think it's gonna end up being a lot better than the previous. It was just a little change. There was just a little dip on both sides that I didn't like. I could see it in the reflections. I just wanted it to be nice and smooth. So I changed it. So tomorrow I should be able to. The only reason I'm not doing it today is because I don't have anybody to help me lift the roof off. But tomorrow I'm going to pull the roof off, then I'm going to roll the edges, and then I'm going to clear the roof. So it should be ready for the mold. Actually, it'll be ready for the mold sometime this week. And I need to, it's going to be cold all week, which is a real issue with gel coat and resins and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to wait till next week to make the mold, or if I'm just going to tell Josh I'm going to pay his heating bill and just crank it up to like 80 degrees for like the whole week. So we'll see what happens, but I'll probably just end up telling Josh I'll pay his heating bill because I want to get this roof done and I want to see it in carbon fiber and I want to get the car painted. So, I think the max it could be is like $200 for the month. So, I can't wait to see the carbon, but let's see what you guys are saying. Hello from Mexico, San Luis, Rio, Colorado, Signore. What's up? Hey buddy, I love where this rampage is going. Thanks. I like where it's going too. I'm finally going to be done with the roof. So as long as nothing happens when I pull it off, I'm really worried about it because I have to pull it off to roll that edge. As long as nothing happens when I do that, we'll be good to go. Because I don't want to have to body work the roof anymore. It's such a big panel. It was such a pain to get straight. So it's so straight right now. I think once I clear it tomorrow, it looks fake. Like it looks fake. It's so straight. So yeah, once it's cleared, I guess you guys will see what a real straight panel looks like on camera because yeah, it's a different feeling. It almost looks Photoshopped. So, what's up, Dave? What's going on? What's up, Dave? Love the page. Thanks. You're inspiring me to do the same to my mag. Thanks. I'll buy a subframe if you can fab more than one. So I'm going to make a jig, and I'm most likely going to sell a front subframe with the cross member for the transmission. You'll just have to, whoever buys them will just have to modify the transmission tunnel. And it's going to be pretty straightforward because you're literally just going to have to bolt that other bracket onto the one side of the transmission bracket and then just build the tranny tunnel around it. So, I'm not sure what they're going to be. I'm most likely going to make them out of chromoly and then just powder coat them or do something like that. Maybe paint them. I'm not exactly sure yet. Most likely powder coat, but yeah, there's going to be front subframes available because I know a lot of people are going to want to, convert their Charger or Challenger or Magnum or whatever to an actual good all-wheel drive transmission. But it's going to be people that want a really fast, drag time or something like that, something that's going to be all-wheel drive. So it'll be coming. I'll figure it out, but it'll be a little bit later after I get my stuff done. What's up, Dave? Neil from Philly. What's going on? Happy holidays, Dave. The roof looks much better. So I'll show you guys the roof right now. It's not cleared yet, but it's so straight it looks like. So I can't wait to see it cleared because it just looks fake. So it's definitely straight. I put a lot of work in it. I probably primed it, I think like 5 times this weekend. So I said I was done with it in the last video, and then I primed it like 5 more times. But we're finally there. That's what happens when you make molds. I mean, if you're gonna make a carbon fiber panel, it's much better to get all this stuff done now than having to look at it at the end once you have it made out of like carbon fiber. I mean, you don't want it to look like garbage. So, happy holidays, Dave. Oh, okay. Big up. Afternoon, Dave. Definitely pay for the heat to turn up. Otherwise, it will be a hot mess. So technically, just the issue with it when it's cold is there's expansion and contraction. So if I make the mold when it's like 50 degrees, if I make a panel or something later on during the summer, it's going to be a little bit larger. So because the mold's going to be a little bit larger. So I want to make it around like 80 degrees temperature. So when I make panels, or like 75, something around there. So when I make panels, they're all going to be the same size, and I'll try to, make them all in the same temperature range. Usually when you're making composites and stuff, you have a heated, a climate controlled building, and you have it at the exact same temperature all the time. So I'll try to make it around 75, 80. Also, another issue is the resin doesn't like to flow when it's really cold because it's a lot thicker. So that increases the chances of, not really the mold making process, but if I'm going to vacuum bag something to make the panel, it's going through a little tiny line. It's a lot of resin. If it doesn't wet out before it cures, you pretty much have to start all over. So I definitely don't want to do that, and I want to come out nice the first time, so I don't have to keep doing this. I mean, it's fun for a little bit until you're making a roof for 3 weeks straight. So, okay, I have a Magnum with solid body. I'm going to put a 61 stroke. I guess he's 61 stroker in it with a Hellcat blower. What do you think? So the issue with the Hellcat blowers have their own intake flanges. So unless you have an adapter, it's not gonna work. Because you can't just, even a 392, you can't bolt the Hellcat blower on there because they change the intake ports just a little bit. Seattle, Washington here. Can't wait to see the interior panels going into the body. Hell yeah. I'll come down and help. I can learn as well. What engine are you going to drop in it? So I'm going to build a 426, and it's going to be twin turbo. Question, what wheels are you going to use? I'm not exactly sure on the wheels. I'm going to use the Trackhawk original factory wheels for the time being, but I'm going to be looking for wheels most likely after it gets painted. So Jeff donated 5 Canadian. Shortest amount of time you have taken before passing grass in front of a new partner. What? I mean, I don't know. I really don't care. So let's see. That roof looks factory. The roof looks smooth. That's what the roof looks like. Just saw a VW Beetle. Will you put the Porsche flat 6 in it? That would be sick. I think if I did a Volkswagen, so that's Josh's friend's bug. He's going to paint it. He's actually painting it a Dodge color. But so if I did get a Volkswagen Beetle, which I have been thinking about getting, I'd probably just do like a Tesla swap on it, because I think that'd be really cool, because it would be electric and it would just kind of, it'd be light. The motor to fit in the back really nice because the motor already was in the back. I don't really think you'd have to modify much. So, I mean, it'd be kind of cool, but we'll see what happens. Most of the Teslas are pretty expensive though. So, I'll have to find a cheap one. Of course, an air-cooled Porsche engine. Hello, Dave from the UK. Love this build. Can't wait to see it in paint. Thanks. RE7. I'm not sure what that means. Happy holidays, Dave. I've got a bunch of friends following you now because of this car. Thanks. I appreciate it. 426. That's awesome, man. Love the content. Keep it up. Thanks. Hi from COVID lockdown UK. Yeah, I heard the UK is pretty bad right now on the news. I actually don't usually watch the news, but my grandma's in town because of the holidays. And yeah, looks like it sucks. Hi from Australia. Love your killer wagon and your vlogs are awesome. Keep up the good work. Thanks. I appreciate it, Terry. When are you going to build a four-door Camaro? Four-door Camaro? I don't even think they make a four-door Camaro. I don't think I'll ever build a four-door Camaro, four-door Camaro, because I don't know. I really never liked Camaros. So S15. Are we talking about an S15 Sylvia or an S15 Chevy pickup? So will you build one? I don't think so. I really don't like Camaros. They're pretty far down on my want to buy list. Are you going to do anything on the daily you acquired recently? Have you solved the oil issue pouring into the exhaust? Oh, for the 300ZX? So yeah, it just was overfilled. I made a video. It was just like three gallons of oil in the engine. So it runs and drives great now. The only thing it doesn't have is the running lights at night. They don't work in the rear. So I think I need to try new bulbs or see if there's 12 volts getting back there, and just kind of go from there. But I haven't really messed with it in a couple of weeks because the battery died. I need to figure out who sells Duracell batteries, but I haven't had enough time because I've been working on the roof. Let's see. A four-door Camaro is a Holden. So you mean like a Pontiac G8? Any updates on the engine for the Charger? Really haven't started messing with it. I've looked into some stuff, but I haven't ordered any parts. I kind of have a good idea of what I'm going to order, but I really don't need to order the stuff right now. So I want to get it painted and get all that stuff finished up. And like I said before in previous live streams and videos, I want to start ordering that stuff once it gets closer to being done. So, or the paint starts getting closer to being done. So I don't have a bunch of, engine parts laying around, because it only takes like a couple weeks to build an engine. So yeah. Let's see. Dave, would you ever turn a Magnum into the mullet of cars? Hold on, would you ever turn a Magnum into the mullet of cars? One part car, one part pickup bed? What? Hey Dave, how's the weather? It's not too bad. It's actually pretty decently warm today. G8 SS Commodore, I want to say El Camino. Maybe like an older 60s El Camino wouldn't be bad. Man, I wonder what everybody's doing. There's not too many people tuned in this today. I thought there would be a lot more because everybody is bored on the holidays. El Camino equals mullet of cars. Interesting. Post-Christmas recovery. I've just been working on stuff this whole time, so I really don't have to recover from anything except for working on stuff. How does the 5.0 V8 all-wheel drive Explorer sound? I don't know. I really haven't been interested in Explorers. Hello to your grandma. Thanks. Only the good ones are here, Dave. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad because it's still quite a few people. I'm working on a 73 Honda CL 350 K4 full teardown. Nice. Have you found any parts vehicles? So I haven't found a good Hellcat. There hasn't really been any good Hellcats that have gone through the auction. So I mean, there's like one that was a theft one that I was looking at, and they want too much for it, and it has a clean title. I I don't know. I don't really want to buy a clean title vehicle. It's an 18 to I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till the I don't know if I want to wait that long though. I was gonna say I wouldn't mind waiting until one of the what are they called? The new chargers, the red eye chargers or whatever. They're like Pro Street or something like that, some kind of name. But I wouldn't mind getting one of those as a parts car. Love the build. I have always been looking for ideas for my '05 Magnum RT. Tight. Did you know you're drinking Bruce Lee's favorite drink, water? uh, is your wagon rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? It's gonna be all-wheel drive. What do you think it will do in the quarter mile? So Trackhawks are pretty quick, and this should be 1,000 pounds lighter than a Trackhawk. Plus, it's gonna have like an extra like 800 horsepower on a factory Trackhawk. So it should do at least, it should be in the eights. I don't see any reason why it won't be in the eights in the quarter. I know I'm going to get kicked out of the drags in multiple locations, but it should definitely run eights. There should be no doubt about it. I mean, it's going to be all-wheel drive as long as I have, some like 4 drag slicks on it. It should be able to do an 8, but we'll see. I mean, there's all kinds of factors. I mean, it could be super slow, but I know it's gonna be like it can run an 8. I know it's gonna be able to run an 8. So um, I guess we'll just have to see when it's done. I'll have to take it to the drags. I know I'll get kicked out, but we'll just figure out what it runs and just kind of go from there. Hold on. He wants to know, will you cut of a Magnum and make it an El Camino? I don't know. I've seen there's like a kit that you can buy for a charger and make it in a truck. I have really no interest in doing that. So if I did end up doing something similar to that, I'd just get like a wide body Challenger, just like mine, and just make it into an El Camino because it looked really cool. I mean, there's a rendering and it looks pretty cool. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see. Let's see. Hey Dave, when you out at the junkyard taking the roof off, hold on. When you're out at the junkyard taking the roof off the Magnum, was that a 1964 Ford Fairlane sitting next to it? I have a Fairlane wagon and was looking for a parts car. I don't know. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that's out at the tow yard. So the guy's been towing cars and been piling cars in that tow yard since like the 60s. So there's all kinds of stuff out there, but he doesn't really sell it. I mean, he sells stuff to me, which is cool, but I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't sell stuff because he has so much cool old stuff out there. I want to do the 392 swap using your videos, and it looks like the best bet is to get a whole wrecked charger. That is correct. Now that Chrysler is part of Fiat, what about a Ferrari engine in a Dodge Challenger? I don't know about that. Bruce Lee also had a brother named Broccoli. Oh man. Or a Hellcat engine in a Ferrari. I have an idea of something to stick a Hellcat engine in, but I can't find a good one. So maybe eventually. I know where 2 are at, but I need to go back to Minnesota to go by the guy's house. The reason why structure is so important, the neighbor rolled his pickup truck. He had installed a bolt together rollover bar for some lights. When the truck rolled, it all crushed like a tin can. Yeah, I mean, most of that stuff is just it's not meant to be a roll bar. It's you want to get some like roll cage material. I have plenty of that sitting around, but yeah, you definitely don't want to use a light bar as a roll cage. Any plans for a resto mod? If yes, what vehicle? I really, looking at that Lincoln back there, I really kind of want to resto mod an old Lincoln like that. That'd be kind of cool. Or like a Volkswagen Beetle. That'd be kind of cool too. But I don't know. I need to finish the Charger. I've been really holding back buying stuff because I want to finish the Charger, and I can't really work on anything else because I spend so much time working on the Charger. So great channel. I have been following your progress and pleased with your dedication. It's a Mopar, and I've always thought the Dodge Magnum platform had great potential. Can I get a 392 complete from you? So I really don't have a bunch of engines like that laying around. I actually have a 392 that's apart, but from that Grand Cherokee SRT8. But like I've told other people, if I had to buy a whole car to sell like a swap out of, they're pretty expensive. So the best bet is to buy a car from the auction or find a place that has like a starter pallet or something like that. What do you have left to do on the Charger wagon after painting and molding the roof / tailgate? So once the roof is cleared tomorrow, I can pretty much start getting the car ready for paint. So the hatch is pretty much body worked. I don't have to really do anything else to it. The only thing I'm gonna do to it is put some Duraglass in the hatch and then set it down on the seal. So then I can get that shape right there. But that's really the last thing that I need to do. And then I can literally get it ready for paint. The roof was really the last major thing because I didn't want to be sanding over fresh paint because I had to pretty much overlap the roof over the roof rails just to make sure it was the same level and everything. So now that the roof is going to be finished, I could make that, and then we can literally directly get the car into 320. I'll have to primer it one more time because it's in 180, and then I can go paint it. I need to do some stuff to the interior as well. I need to paint some stuff in there. So most likely what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to paint the engine bay and then paint some of the stuff on the interior. I'm not going to paint the whole interior, but I want it to be pretty decent. I don't want it to, I might paint a lot more than I think I'm going to paint because I don't think I'm going to paint much right now, but I'll start painting stuff and then I'll end up painting the whole interior. But we'll see. I mean, it's going to be one of those things where I want to get stages done. I want to get the engine bay painted and the interior painted first because I don't want to be painting that stuff when I'm painting the body, just because there's so many nooks and crannies. You don't want dust or any of that stuff blowing out. Another thing that I want to do is I want to take molds from the sides of the car, but thinking to it is it's going to take way too much time to do that. And then I'm going to have to pretty much pull all the, what am I trying to think of? All the seam sealer off so I can get that edge. So I'm not sure if I'm going to actually end up doing that, but I may. I'm not 100%, but I really want the molds off the sides of the car just so I can make panels if I need to later on. But maybe I'll just wait. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to really drag this out longer than it needs to be, but we'll see. I kind of want those molds just in case, but I don't know. Let's see. Still think you should do a mid-engine IROC Z. Import one of those Holden El Caminos from Australia and convert it to left-hand drive. I don't know. When you're done with the wagon build, what VIN do you use? So I'm just going to end up using the V6 VIN. So actually, what I think I might end up doing is, so I'm going to end up buying a Hellcat for the car, and I need a Hellcat for all the electronics. I need a Hellcat for the VIN. So when they program the keys and everything and the ECU and all that stuff, everything matches. So the one thing I might end up doing is I might just bond the titles together. I think you could do that. Um, since I'm using so many cars, I should be able to pretty much just make two titles one, and then the state patrol just give me like an assigned VIN number, but I could still use the Hellcat VIN number. So when I take it to, like if I take it to a dealership, it still has that like that scan bar, that QR code or whatever. They could scan it and then they know what it is. So I don't have to mess around with them. I don't know. I just think it'll be easier that way. So we'll see what happens. I need to go down to the state patrol office and kind of talk to them about it and see what the best way to get around that is, because I know you could bond multiple vehicles or put multiple vehicles together as one title. So I'll just have to research it. I really want that Hellcat VIN kind of in there, but I don't want to stick it in there on the dash and then get pulled over and then they see that the VIN's different or something crazy, and then I have this big ordeal where they think the car's stolen. So I think doing that where both they kind of reassign me a new title or whatever. I know it can be done, but we'll see what happens. I want to do it. I want to do it the right way, so I don't have any issues for some BS later on down the road. I was wondering if I could give you my email. I have a few Magnum questions. I have an email in the description. Just send me an email. I can't wait to see the build complete. Good work, Dave. You're a beast. Thanks. What is your preferred method of contact? Oh, okay, that's the same guy. Yeah. That international scout in the background when you were getting the roof was screaming Trackhawk swap. Turn the 2007 Monte Carlo SS to rear-wheel drive or Hellcat engine in a Pinot by the hat. By the way, if you come to Minnesota, let me know. Yeah, I really want to go to that guy. So I know this old dude with a barn that's like in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota, but he has two Panteras just chilling in the barn under a bunch of hay, and I'm sure they're still sitting there. But I called him. It was like 2 years ago, and he was like, I don't want to sell them. So, but he's getting older, so maybe things have changed. Dave, will you bag the ride? It should look awesome. Most likely I don't know what I'm going to end up doing, if I'm just going to do some drop springs or if I'm going to do coilovers. I really want to keep the electronic suspension control, but I don't know. We'll see. I think you should put a flush roll cage in the car now so you can really have some fun with it. Yeah, but I don't need a roll cage to go to like the road course. Or the only thing you need a roll cage for is for drag racing, which I really don't care about drag racing. I mean, I'm not going to be drag racing the thing all the time. So I'm fine with going to the drag strip and just like babying it and then like running like whatever, a 9, a 10, a 9 or 8 or whatever, and then get kicked out. Or doing it until they figure out I don't have a cage and then getting kicked out, because I really don't care about drag racing. But what I do care about is like road racing and stuff like that, which they really don't care if you have a cage. So yeah, plus I want it to be a daily. I really don't want a cage in there. So thanks for answering my question. I can't wait to see the final finish. Thanks. No problem. Appreciate it. Let's see. Dodge Magnum platform is in fact a Mercedes E-Class. Current Jeep Grand Cherokee is a Mercedes M-Class platform. Soon there'll be Fiat platforms. Nothing American. What color is it going to be? It's going to be frostbite blue. There's a video somewhere down in my videos of the color. I know the old roof was just a mold form. Hold on, mold form. But I was so happy when you got rid of the sunroof section and applied your decision to redo the whole thing. It will be a masterpiece. Yeah, I should have done that in the first place, because instead of just taking a week to do the roof, because I've only been working on this for a week, the new one. So if I would have done this in the beginning, it would only took me a week instead of 3 weeks, because I was working on the other one for 2 weeks, and it just escalated. But Dave, what's up? Love your channel. Thanks. Ford Falcon. You have a name for the car. Yeah, so the name I pretty much am going to use is Rampage. I made like an emblem and stuff as well for it. What's up, buddy, from New York? What's up, Devin? What's up, Dave? I know I asked about carbon fiber mirrors for the wagon, but when you showed the Trackhawk spoiler, it would look great in carbon fiber too. So the wing is going to be carbon fiber. I might do the mirrors carbon fiber. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm not 100%, but I was thinking about it. So we'll see. Great work, man. Keep it up. Can't wait till she's done. Mad love. Thanks. I don't see how a one-of-a-kind Hellcat wagon would be seen as stolen, but that's how the law works. So actually, when I was in high school, I had one of my cars impounded because the cops said it was stolen, but it was something stupid. It was just the most irritating thing ever. But I just don't want to have to deal with it again. So you in Oklahoma? No, I'm in Colorado. What are you going to do about the driveline and the suspension? Pretty much, I've already gone over that. It's going to be all Trackhawk driveline, all Trackhawk suspension. Some autocross will require a cage depending on lap times in Ohio at least. Yeah, I think they care around here. I've gone to SCCA and stuff like that, and they've never required a cage or anything like that. So why don't you make a Lamborghini with a Hellcat engine in it? It'd probably be faster. Charlotte, North Carolina here. Hell yeah. The guys from Gas Monkey Garage got one of those Pantera from Minnesota. I doubt it was from that guy, so definitely you should do a carbon fiber hood. Yeah, the only issue that I'm worried about carbon fiber, so I've actually had a company reach out to me and said that they'd give me a carbon fiber hood, but the only issue that I have with carbon fiber, not saying this, not saying that the company or anything, it would happen, but I've seen carbon fiber hoods latches break. I think Rob Dom, his was a carbon fiber hood. It broke in half because the latch broke and it hit his roof and stuff like that, and then broke in half and destroyed a bunch of stuff. So I have this thing against carbon fiber hoods because the latches are like the worst. So I'm kind of iffy of running a carbon fiber hood on a car that's going to do at least 200 miles an hour. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind having a carbon fiber hood because they look cool, but at the same time, I'd rather have that, comfort of knowing that my hood isn't gonna just blow up, hit my roof, just like hit my windshield, destroy the roof, and then do all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's the only issue I have with a carbon fiber hood, which is a pretty big issue. So I don't know. Love your sense of humor, great channel and content. You rock. Thanks. I guess Didn't know I had a sense of humor. I know I talk a lot of shit sometimes, but I don't talk as much shit on YouTube as I normally do in real life because it's fun in real life. What's the next goal with the other Magnum? So I wanna Hellcat swap it is most likely what's gonna happen with it. It would probably be faster. If we're talking about, is that the guy with the carbon fiber hood? Oh, it would probably be faster. The Lamborghini. Uh, let's see, Dodge MS M4. Hold on, M4S build drift car. I don't even know what that is. Love the work you do. Your content is insightful and keeps me inspired. Appreciate it. Also, Do you have a favorite cookie? I like macadamia cookies. Devin Motorcycle Mechanic donated $2 for super glue to hold a carbon fiber hood. Hood pins, carbon fiber hoods. So I I don't. The hood pins just look so tacky. I mean, the latch should be sufficient enough to hold the hood down. If if you have to run hood pins, there's something wrong with the hood or whatever hood you're putting on your car. If you have to run hood pins, there's an issue. So a factory Hellcat hood doesn't need hood pins. The I know a bunch of manufacturers, OE manufacturers like Lexus and some other ones that make factory carbon fiber hoods. They don't have hood pins, so and the cars do close to like 200 miles an hour. So there's an issue. If the hood needs hood pins, there's an underlying issue. Something needs to be resolved there. So I just don't want the look of hood pins. I don't. If it doesn't work without them, if I don't have that sense of safety with the hood or comfort or whatever you want to say, I'd rather just not run it. So and I don't want to have to worry about the hood flying up and just destroying everything because I've seen that happen in real life and it's just a nightmare. I really love your work. You give me a lot of inspiration. I'm doing a huge build myself, restoring an old Citroen BX and doing custom work to it. Like you, I'm using a 3D printer. Greetings from Denmark. Hell yeah. Job pushed back in Johnstown, Colorado. They sent me to Chicago, or else I would have came help you lift the roof off. Hell yeah. I haven't been keeping up with the channel lately. Can I have an update? This is it. This is the update. You can ask a question, but I'm not just gonna tell you like months of progress, or I guess I haven't made too much progress in the last month. You pay the yearly sub for that SolidWorks. So I don't. The older versions of SolidWorks, you didn't have to pay a yearly subscription fee. I don't. That's only like the newer. I think it's like 2017 up is when they started. When they started making it so it's all like on the internet, where it's all networked, so you have to be connected to the internet. So my version, I think it was like 3,500 or something, and I just don't ever update it. So there's no, I mean, if I go to like 2020, I'll have to pay, I think I'll have to pay $3,500 again, and then it's like $1,200 a year or something like that. So I don't know. There's no need for me to update mine or go to the next version because it works. It does what I need it to do. I mean, there would be probably some more features that maybe would help me out a little bit more, but it does what I need it to do. I can design parts on it. It might be super old, but it's pretty old. It's almost like 10 years old or something. So yeah. So plus I don't have to pay a yearly subscription fee. So Okay. Dodge M4S is a wrath car. I don't know what that means. You don't want, hold on, you don't want to do like, hold on, Rob Daub like did, hold on, with the RX-7. You can hardly wait to see what you come up with in 2021. I wouldn't mind, so I wouldn't mind once that my car is done racing that unicorn thing, because I feel like it's fast, but it can't be that fast. I mean, it can't be faster than 8 seconds. I mean, there's no way. There's no way it's running faster than 8s. I mean, they don't have any trees, they don't have any time stuff. So I just feel like they race fast cars that are just slower than it. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how fast mine is first. Would you ever build a Coyote swapped Ford Focus? I don't think so. It's just double safety and looks good on some cars. Yeah. What's with the annoying blue dots in the middle of the screen in your videos, man? What blue dot? Let's see. Haven't been able to keep up with the channel lately. Please, okay. I don't know. I've seen some of the Magnum Charger stuff. What tires are you going to use? I'm not sure. They're definitely going to be most likely going to go with a 20-inch wheel, and then it's still going to be a 325, and it'll probably be like a 35 series or maybe like a 40 series or something. So it's still a nice low profile tire until I do slicks. So if I'll have a different set of wheels for slicks. Why don't you ask formally Dodge to sponsor your build, as you do it like it was factory and not something butchered as we seen on some other channels. So I actually did reach out to Dodge quite a while ago. They have like an SRT. So I'm on LinkedIn, and I have quite a few contacts on LinkedIn, and I pay a subscription on LinkedIn. I think it's like $50 a month, so I can pretty much talk to anybody I want. So I hit up the SRT performance, whatever. It was like a lady or something that ran marketing or whatever it was for it. I can't actually remember, so long ago, but I emailed her or sent her a message on LinkedIn, and she read the message and it said read, and then she never responded. I'm like, what the hell? So, and that was months ago. That was probably like 6 months ago. And I just think it's kind of disrespectful to not do your job. I mean, if somebody sends you a message, reply to that message. I mean, what else? What better did she have to do that day? Probably nothing. So, yeah, it's kind of disrespectful in my opinion to not respond to somebody's message. So I don't think Dodge is gonna work with me. Carbon fiber headliner to keep the carbon fiber people happy. I don't think I'm gonna do a carbon fiber headliner. What do you think the next build is going to be after Magnum Charger? Most likely I'm going to do something with a Trackhawk, and then something with some other stuff. Smash the like button, everybody, please. Thanks. What is that? Lefty, two guns. All the CADs are getting ridiculous on their pricing. That's why I use Fusion 360. At home, I think they realized that people who 3D print use the software, and they're trying to get some extra cheddar. The movie The Wrath is what they were referring to. I guess I've never seen that movie. Let's see. Why are people so crazy about carbon fiber hood weight gain? Not sure that it is a priority for this build. So the original or the Hellcat hoods are aluminum, so they're a lot lighter than a carbon fiber hood anyway. So it really doesn't matter unless you're going to change up the hood, which they do make a Charger hood that looks like the Viper hood that has like the six exhaust vents or whatever, or like the six. I think they're you call them exhaust vents on the hood, which kind of looks pretty cool. So I was thinking about getting that for this car, but then I was thinking about carbon fiber, and I was like, well, I really don't want carbon fiber because I don't want it to blow up and destroy my car. But yeah, the aluminum hoods are pretty light. Sorry I'm late. It's all right. Good thing that this showed up anyway. Good night, Dave. I enjoy the content. Keep up the great work. Keep us garage guys motivated. Hell yeah. She didn't respond to your message and just left you on red. Wow, that's rude. I was just like, why would you do that? Like, especially on LinkedIn. It's not like it's, I don't know. I might put in one of my videos because it's not like it's a professional network. If you can talk to somebody, it wasn't like I was asking her for a job or asking her, I wasn't asking her like to, I think what I asked her was if she knew anybody in marketing that I could contact for a build that I was doing on YouTube and link to my channel and stuff like that. And I think, yeah, I just like read it and didn't do anything with it. So I should call her out on that on a video. That'd be funny. Send the message again. Maybe they'll respond this time. How do you keep up with your tools working from 4 places? It's kind of a pain. Most of the time I'm like, oh, I need that tool. It's in a different spot. And then I have to just get by with whatever. So it's kind of a pain. Dave, the last video did have a blue dot in parts of the video. Not sure what the blue dot is because it's not as it wasn't in there when I rendered and uploaded the video. Devin Motorcycle Mechanic donated $2 Gorilla Tape to cover hood gaps so don't fly off. So I think their issue with Rob's hood, why it flew off. So if you watch the video, I think what's happening is on RX-7s, they have vents on both sides of the bumper. And like in the 240Z hood, or like 240Zs, I think, well, so the issue with his car is it's all tube chassis, and it has really no ducting anywhere. There's really, on the factory FDs, the fender liners have have ducts in them. So when the fender liners are on there, the air flows over the wheel and then out that vent on the side because it ducts that, through the oil coolers. Rob Dom's car doesn't have any of that ducting. So I think what happened was it built up so much pressure like the 240Zs used to do. And unlike the 240Zs, which they just made when they went fast enough, they just made the front tires really wishy-washy because it didn't have enough downforce on the front. His carbon fiber hood, the latch couldn't hold, and it started to blow it up. So once it separated it from the bumper, air started to get under it. And once air starts getting under something, it's game over. So plus he just stayed in it because he was trying to win the race. But most likely, if he did quite a bit of duct work in that car to deflect a lot of that air so it's not building up pressure underneath the hood, or he got a hood that had more vents or something in it, he probably wouldn't have that issue ever again. But now it's too late because his roof is destroyed on that car and he has to reskin it, which it'll probably just get mudded. But yeah, so
Do another truck build, Dave. That's the plan. I kind of want to do a single rear wheel instead of having a dually. So I might actually get my truck really nice, put some wheels on it, maybe do a giveaway on it too. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just do a bunch of giveaways next year just to get rid of some cars. What are you doing with the old Barracuda? So that's one of Josh's customer cars. I'm not sure what he's doing with it or what the customer's doing with it. Some people like the look of carbon fiber better. I do like the look of carbon fiber, but I uh, I I don't want to have any safety concerns. Hey Dave, working through the break means it's not working, just pure enjoyment. Looking forward to seeing you in New Zealand. These Suzuki's aren't going to fix themselves. Cheers. Uh, with your skills, I would love to see you do an old Challenger body swap on a modern chassis and powertrain. I I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe maybe one day. Maybe one of these days. Unicorn, 1400 horsepower, 2,000 pounds, all-wheel drive. Sure, it is fast. So the issue is it's a drift car. It's not geared for drag racing. It's not geared for a lot of things. So I feel like even though it's 1400 horsepower and a lot lighter, I I don't know if it's getting all 1400 horsepower to the ground as well as the aerodynamics on the car and a bunch of other factors. Plus, most likely um, it's probably like a sequential trans, which it'd be pretty close, but the 8HP95 will shift faster than it. So, plus I'll have more weight in the car, even though my car will be heavier. I'll be able to stick more of that power to the ground on a launch. So there's a lot of factors to consider. I don't think I'm not saying that the car is not fast, but it's not set up for drag racing. This won't be really set up for drag racing, but it's it'll have better gearing, I think, than what the Unicorn has. So I mean, it'd be a pretty good race. It'd be very interesting, but the car needs to get finished first. So let's get there first. She might needs to watch what she says. I'm not sure what's going on here. How's the Charger Magnum build? It's going pretty good. The blue dot. What is this blue dot? I'm not sure what people are talking about. Maybe I should watch. Maybe YouTube puts a blue dot in there. I don't know. Oh, send your next message to Dodge on LinkedIn in Italian, not English. Towards your fight fund. It's especially visible when you're talking to the camera in the garage. Rob's FD. Yes. What about a Trackhawk monster truck for the next build? I could just whistling diesel a Trackhawk. Throw some like big old tires on it and go jumping in the ocean. You need a work van for tools and parts and a Hellcat swap, please. You need help Trevor out here and there on his channel. Are you affiliated with that channel or just friends with knowledge or just a friend with knowledge and helps? Yeah, I'm just so me and Trevor pretty much built the channel, and then I went and did my own things so I could work on my cars, and then I pretty much help him out every once in a while. I mean, pretty much when he needs help with stuff that he can't do. So recently I've been working on the Charger so much. I mean, we hang out, I don't know, pretty much I'd say a few times a week or something like that. But it's never really recorded, so it's one of those things. On the Viper, there are vents to pull hot air from the engine bay, not just for aesthetics. Yeah. Truck giveaway, I'm in for sure. Especially my F450 or F350, F450. That's what I want to get, is an F450. Is a 3000 GT coming back? If I can ever find a side skirt. I was actually this close to bringing the new side skirt for the passenger side, the cladding, and a bunch of stuff over yesterday and painting it, but then I didn't. So I'm itching to get that thing done though. What's your best Christmas present? My grandma got me one of those cup phone holders. That was kind of cool. I love watching your projects. They are fantastic. Hold on, fantastic. He's my friend. Type. I think that your Magnum build is the best car build on YouTube. As it states right now, hold on, as it's state right now, and it's not even done yet. Great work. Oh, as it sits right now, and it's not even done yet. Great work, my friend. Thanks, I appreciate that. Blue dot means fake news. Is the blue dot frostbite blue? Let's see, what was wrong with the 3000 GT side skirt? So all the 3000 GT side skirts that I had, except for the brand new one that I have, all the tabs were ripped out. So I'm most likely just going to buy another car. I've been looking at some 3000s to purchase, but I don't want to pay shipping across the country. It's crazy that there's none in Colorado. I can never find a 3000 for sales. So for cheap, I don't want to buy like a nice one, and I just want to buy one that has a good side skirt on it. So yeah, it's eventually going to happen, but there's a 15% discount on Japanese parts. Dave, who's doing the machine work on your engine? I'm not exactly sure yet. I probably need to find, well, I probably need to figure that out. That blue carbon fiber is sick, dude. Can't wait to see the roof molded. Me too. Hey, Dave, someone mentioned a shooting brake last week. Here's a cool example and explanation of what it is. I actually saw an article on like a TR, I think it was a TR7. I think it was a TR7. It was like a couple days ago. It was pretty cool. Can you make a mold for the side skirt for the 3000 GT? So I could make a mold, but then, you know, then I'd have to do all kinds of other stuff. So I'm just looking for a factory one. I don't see any blue dot. Never have since watching any of the live streams. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's up with the blue dot thing. Are you going to build your own shop soon? So like I said in previous live streams, that is the plan. By the end of 2021, I want to have at least started or halfway through like my shop / shop house thing. So I definitely want to get that started because I want to be able to, you know, have everything in one place and have all that good stuff. So it's coming. I need to find some land. I need to figure out stuff like that, but it's definitely coming, and we'll figure it out. But there'll definitely be some videos on the shop house build, and it's probably gonna be a big one. So I want to have at least 60 by 100 or 60 by 150 of usable shop space, so I can have plenty of storage. I'll probably have like a paint section that's all sealed off, so I could have like a paint section where I could do painting only, and then I'll have like a bodywork section, which really doesn't have to be that big. So and then I want to have like a separated like warehouse section where I could store all my cars so they don't get dirty or dusty or anything like that. So it'll be an interesting build. I need to order some stuff to do it. Also, I want to order one of those rack things, which it's like a car park, but it's they make them in China. They're pretty cool. It's kind of like the things that they use on what is it, the CarMax, or where you can buy cars online and then just go like test drive them. But I want to have one of those in my shop, so we'll see. How you doing, Dave? Love your work. Have you thought about making a Camaro into a four-door Chevy? Oh man, I love Chevy, but Dodge is really killing them. It's crazy that Dodge just like makes so much stuff. It's just crazy. Let's see. Do you think Dodge will acknowledge your Magnum build? I think once the car is complete, and once it's complete, I feel like it's going to get a lot of traction. I feel like there's no way that they're not going to be able to acknowledge it, because it's just going to be, I feel like it's going to be everywhere. So it's not even finished, and there was already a few articles written about it. So I can only guess at what's going to happen once it is finished. So plus I've already been reached out to. It's most likely going to be inside at SEMA. I've had a few companies reach out to me, so, and it's not even finished. So I still have a whole, year to finish this thing. And I already have like a spot in a booth at SEMA and at multiple companies. So I need to figure out which company I'm going to go with and just kind of go from there. But it's just kind of cool that it's, I'm building something I want to build. It's getting a lot of traction. People are pumped about it. I'm pumped about it. It's just really cool to be able to do that. So, okay. In latest videos, they were able to tune the unicorn as they please. Just contact them and organize a race. Yeah, so the car has to be finished. So I'm not gonna reach out yet. Are you gonna keep the old exhaust, or are you gonna get a straight pipe? So it's gonna be straight piped. Is hands down. This is gonna be straight pipe. My Hellcat's not straight piped, but this is gonna, well, it might have a muffler or two, but it's gonna be loud. I want it to be heard. What color are you doing the Magnum? Frostbite blue. There's a video on the paint color. It will be everywhere once it's done. Oh yeah. No word yet for Dodge for SEMA. No, nothing from Dodge. I feel like they really have to pay you for that Magnum. Like, it's not finished and it already looks official. You put a lot of work into that build. You should be paid. I don't really see a reason why Dodge should pay me to build, just like a project car. So, it's cool, but I don't expect anything like that. You really don't need to post your face as a stream thumbnail. Yeah, no, I don't think so. That's like the live stream. That's how people know their live streams. So it's gonna continue to happen. What's the planned finish date? It's gonna be before spring. Is the planned finish date. Definitely one of a kind. A lot of people say they build say they're building the Magnum. Sounds cool, but Dave, yours is super official. Nothing old, everything new. That's the reason why I wanted to build it like this. Some people can't help to be hateful. Sorry, it's all right. How do you feel about the other Magnum running around with charger bits? They're just charger front end swaps on Magnums. That's literally it. I have not gotten a link to one, where somebody's done all Charger stuff. Well, this isn't all Charger, it's like Charger and Trackhawk, but they're all just Magnums with Charger fronts on it. That's it. I mean, they're cool looking, but people that try to compare those cars to this one, it's just like, no, it's not the same. I can always appreciate a unique build. I literally just found your channel from the orange Magnum. Hell yeah. You're cool, Dave. Thanks. I appreciate it. So we're at an hour. I need to re-prime the roof for the final time on the Magnum or the Charger. I'm getting confused now. But need to re-prime the roof before I go home and eat dinner. And then tomorrow I'll be able to get it sanded down, get that edge rolled, get the edge primed, and then get it cleared. So thanks for tuning in to the live stream. There should be a video out most likely Tuesday, hopefully Tuesday, but it'll be of the roof being, finalized and cleared, and you'll actually be able to see why I spent so much time on this roof to get it so straight. Once it's cleared, it will be so noticeable. But thank you for tuning in, and until next time, until next Sunday, see you next time.